In 2019, the U.S. Treasury yield curve started looking like it would become inverted, potentially predicting that a recession would begin in the coming months. As you'd imagine, the news coverage was overwhelming. Despite all the attention, though, when I Googled, "Is the yield curve inverted?" all I could find were either news articles or finance websites for experts which provided data but not answers. I decided to create a simple web application which used the daily interest rates from the Treasury website to determine whether the yield curve was inverted or not. The result was stateoftheyieldcurve.com. The first thing you see when you navigate to the app is a header which answers that simple question: is the yield curve inverted or not? And a chart which shows the day's yield curve color-coded to its current state, red for inverted, green for not. Below the curve is a yield comparison grid that provides additional context around the curve itself. This grid lays out each comparison for shorter and longer term yields. At a glance, you can quickly see the extent and severity of the inversion. More red values indicate a more complete inversion, and increasingly negative values indicate a more severe inversion. Clicking on any value within the grid will bring you to a page which shows the history of that specific comparison. So, if you want to see the history of the Diamond Cross, which is the comparison between the 3-month and 10-year yields, you just click on the value in the grid corresponding to that comparison. This history shows when inversions occurred, how long they lasted, and how long the periods between the inversions were, not to mention visualizing the trends towards or away from an inversion. The history of each yield comparison can be viewed across different time frames up to 20 years back. In order to load the yield data into the app, I created a simple wizard available only to administrators, which leverages the Treasury's APIs to automatically pull down the Treasury yield data. I intended for this to run automatically each day on a schedule, but just never got to building it. The wizard prompts you for the year, month, or day you want to pull data for, and it will pull data to the specificity you define. As an example, if you only define the year and month, but not the day, it will pull all available Treasury data for that month. Specifying just the year will pull down all the data available for that full year. If you have any questions or just want to reach out, I'd love to hear from you.